Hello, I'm Ninja Greg, and you're watching The Ninja Greg Show. And this is my review of the latest entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Doctor Strange. I'll admit, Doctor Strange is one of the few superheroes I don't know all that much about, but I do know enough going into this movie that I didn't find myself asking a lot of questions about who was who or what was going on. So, anyways, Doctor Strange. The movie sticks pretty close to the comic books, from what I can tell. Dr. Stephen Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, aka Sherlock from Sherlock on BBC, is a brilliant but very arrogant neurosurgeon, and one day he's in a bad car accident and it busts up his hands real bad, to the point where his hands kind of tremble whenever he tries to use them, which is not good for a surgeon. Obviously, if you're going to be performing surgery, you need to have steady hands. So he tries everything he can think of to try and fix the damage to his hands, but nothing seems to work. Until he hears about somebody who was badly paralyzed and believed he would never be able to walk again, but then one day, somehow, by some sort of miracle, completely against anything scientific or medicine can explain, he's able to walk like there was no problem with him at all. So Doctor Strange goes to find this guy and he asks him, okay, you should not, by all accounts, you should not be walking again. Why? Where did you go? Who did you see? And then this guy, who's, I don't remember if they said his name, and if they did, I don't remember it. But he sends him to this place all the way off in India, where he goes to see this healer called the Ancient One. And so Doctor Strange meets with the Ancient One and learns to better himself through practicing the mystic arts. There's this whole kind of metaphysical way that they explained how learning how to do magic is gonna fix his hands. It's something you need to see the movie to understand, because I cannot do it justice. And as Doctor Strange is learning how to use magic and cast spells and all that good stuff, the world, and indeed our very reality, is being threatened by an evil sorcerer named Caecilius, who serves this powerful interdimensional being known as Dormammu, who seeks to bring all dimensions and all worlds across the multiverse into his dark dimension. A place where time and space are meaningless, and it's basically hell without actually having any fire or brimstone or anything like that. It's just blackness. So Doctor Strange and some of his sorcerer friends, Mordo and Wong, they come together, and Doctor Strange really comes into his own as a sorcerer, and they managed to beat back Caecilius and Dormammu and save the world and reality and everything we know and love. Okay, so what did this movie do right? Well, like I said, it sticks, from what I know, it sticks very close to Doctor Strange's origin from the original comic. And it has characters that, if you're familiar enough with Doctor Strange and his world, you'll recognize, like Mordo, who, spoilers, is actually one of Doctor Strange's arch nemesis, but they set him up to be the bad guy at the end of this movie. And Wong, his ever-faithful manservant. Basically, Wong is to Doctor Strange what Alfred is to Batman, except Wong knows magic. And yeah, what else can I say about this that I haven't said about any other positive? What I haven't said about any other Marvel movie. The action's good. It's pretty close to the source material. It's great. I've got virtually nothing to complain about. Doctor Strange, go see it. I will comment on one thing though before I close this video out. Benedict Cumberbatch is English. Why didn't they just let him speak with his normal voice? Why did he have to speak with an American accent? Because in different iterations of media, I've actually heard Doctor Strange with an English accent. I'm not exactly opposed to it, so why not just make it easier on your main star and let him talk how he naturally would? Whatever, he still does a great job and a pretty good fit for Stephen Strange from what I can see. And for you big comic book geeks out there, no, he doesn't become the Sorcerer Supreme in this one. This is very much his origin story and his first coming out. A word of warning though, if you are going to go see it, this movie is trippy. I mean, you're going to have your perception screwed with like you won't believe, because with the magical forces at play here, reality and time basically get the lunch money beaten out of them. So yeah, I know that kind of comes with the territory where these kind of movies kind of play fast and loose with science, but this is straight up magic, and it like cranks it up to 10 with the weirdness that goes on. But it's a good kind of weirdness. It's not too difficult to grasp what's going on, what with the shifting scenery and whatnot. On top of that, this movie is just kind of a visual treat to see the way everything kind of folds or shrinks or stretches or bends in, and they make it seem plausible. I gotta applaud them for that. But yeah, Doctor Strange, good movie, another solid entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Go see it. Anyways, I'm Ninja Greg. You've been watching the Ninja Greg Show. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And before I sign off, there won't be any new video next week because of Thanksgiving, so unless I really try hard, which I will, even though there's a little bit more to the week after, the week after Thanksgiving still isn't a full week, so I will try, but I can't guarantee I'll have a video out the week after Thanksgiving. Anyways, I'll see you next time.